Girls on this journey face unique dangers because there are gangsters who control the train tops, and they have now joined by the Zetas, the most violent narco cartel in Mexico, now also controls the train tops that these girls and children are riding to get through north through Mexico. And in fact, the narco cartels today, the journey is much more dangerous than when Enrique made it more than a decade ago, because the cartels pay the gangs a bounty for every migrant they bring to them. They kidnap migrants off these trains, and they are kidnapping 18,000 Central Americans every single year. They prefer to grab children because they use that scrap of paper these kids carry with their parents' phone number to demand ransom from parents here in the United States, in your communities, and they demand $2,000 to $5,000. And if you don't pay, even sometimes if you do pay, they will kill you. And so this journey has gotten even more lethal for these children attempting it today. But girls face unique dangers from these gangs and these narcos because they rape many of these girls on top of the trains. I had to get protection as I was traveling through the southernmost state of Mexico, Chiapas, because I knew my odds of being raped on top of that train were virtually 100%. And I would see girls, they would write, Tengo SIDA, I have AIDS, in magic marker on their chests to try to prevent being raped. They would take birth control pills preventively before setting off on this journey because they knew their odds of being raped were so high. Many girls are raped along the way on this journey, or they are kidnapped and they never surface again. They are basically kidnapped and put into sexually trafficked in Mexico. There are many brothels where you see girls who have been pulled off these trains and forced to work as prostitutes in these brothels throughout Central America and Mexico. So girls face unique dangers, and that's why parents wouldn't bring their girls until before, a decade ago, only 1 in 4 children who would come unaccompanied were girls. Even with a smuggler, you knew as a parent, my girl will not be brought up by one smuggler. They're often passed from smuggler to smuggler, 3 or 4 smugglers through Mexico, because each smuggler controls their territory. They've paid off the corrupt cops, the officials. So you don't know who smuggler number 3 is, and they could well rape your daughter. So people would hold off thinking it's too much of a risk. But now with the violence so rampant throughout Central America and girls facing being conscripted to be the girlfriend of the gang leader in my neighborhood, parents are willing to take that risk. And today, 40 to 50% of the unaccompanied minors coming are girls, and it is because of what they are facing in their home countries.